Greetings and welcome to Causeless Joy Tarot. I am the Golden Light Goddess and I'm here today to do a general reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February 2018. These readings are a little late getting produced this month due to the energy, the massive energy that was in effect at the beginning of this month. Really did prevent me from getting my readings out before now. So I'm here now to do the readings for Scorpio, and I'll be using two decks, Morgan Greer for the main portion of the reading, and then I will be drawing a guidance card at the end from Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. And if you'll recall, in January we drew cards out for the remainder of the year for every sign. And for you, Scorpio, you have the King of Cups coming in as your primary energy here in the month of February. And the King of Cups is really a very calm, caring energy, very tolerant and balanced. So this is a very, very positive way to start out your reading here, Scorpio. It's also about being very loyal and faithful. So this very strong, and it also, the King of Cups is a master of his suit. It's an emotional card, so really speaking to the level of emotional maturity that you have coming into February 2018. So let's go ahead now and take a look at the remainder of your cards for your spread for February. Again, I am using the Morgan Greer deck here and calling on my angels, guides, spiritual teachers, and helpers as we look at the energies coming up for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February 2018. Giving thanks in advance for perfect clarity, perfect wisdom, and perfect vision as we look at the energies available to the sign of Scorpio. Looking for 5 cards today that would provide Scorpio with the highest information and guidance available through this reading. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You'll notice here that I have several cards laying out with words on them on the table. These cards represent the energies that we'll be looking at specifically in this card reading. Also, if you know your rising sign or your moon sign, I invite you to take a look at those readings as well for additional clarity for your reading. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead now and take a look at your cards for February. All right, so we're starting out with your relationship card here, and as you can see, you pull the Two of Pentacles for relationships. So this is about two choices, having a choice to make about that relationship. And of course, relationships can be love relationships or casual relationships, or even your relationship with yourself. Here, what I'm picking up is that if you're single, you'll be making a choice, or you'll begin to start formulating a choice about whether you want to go to the next level in this relationship. So there's some sort of decision that needs to be made surrounding a relationship. Um, excuse me. These readings are general in nature, so it'll be up to you to know where exactly in your life a decision will be made. This reading is really to let you know or enlighten you that this energy is up and active for your sign in the month of February, so that you're well prepared or well equipped to make good decisions as it relates to your relationships. It won't necessarily give you the information that you need to make that good decision, but at least knowing that you have a decision that you'll have to contend with in the month of February will help you to be prepared to make that decision in a very wise and loving way. All right, so that's what's coming in for your relationships in February. There is a decision that you'll be making concerning those relationships. It could even be that you're deciding to leave one job and go into another. Well, that's a decision that would impact the relationships that you have on a daily basis, because the people that we work with, we build relationships with those people as well. All right, so that's where you are, what's coming in for you, Scorpio, there in the relationship. Now, I really like your next card. You have the Ace of Cups coming in the abundance area. Aces do signify new starts, new beginnings. It could indicate a proposal or a marriage, but it's an emotional new beginning. So when we see this emotionally charged new beginning in your abundance sector, that tells me that there'll be some changes in this area that will significantly impact how you feel. And these are good changes. These are positive, upward momentum type of changes. So it's great to see the Ace of Cups coming in as your abundance card, because again, that does indicate a real that the energy is present for growth and change to occur in the abundance area. Now, moving on to your position, I also do very much like to see the High Priestess as your position. Now, when I say your position, what I mean is how you're relating to the energies. How are you collaborating and connecting with the energies that are around you and available to you? And here we have the High Priestess, which is all about your intuition, all about your ability to go inward and to find the answers that you need within yourself, because that's truly where our most priceless information resides. It's right within us. It's not out there, waiting to be made known to us. It's within us, waiting to be revealed to us. So trust yourself, and it looks like you are doing that, because this High Priestess is coming in the upright position in your current position. So that's great news for Scorpio. You're in a position to trust yourself, to trust the intuitive hits that you're getting, and to run with those. So that's great, again, to see this as your position card. Next up, we have your challenge card for February. Your challenge card is coming in as the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Five of Pentacles upright is about lack, poverty, not having enough, feeling like you're depleted in many ways, especially in the financial sector. But when we see the Five of Pentacles coming in the reverse here, it's about newness. It's about a new home, a new job, recovery. You know, if and I'm sorry, that's not the Five of Pentacles. That is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I just happened to see in the camera, I only saw 3 stars instead of 5. So let me retract what I was just saying about the Five of Pentacles, and let's look at the Three of Pentacles as your challenge card in the reverse. So the Three of Pentacles in the reverse is about not feeling like there's no teamwork, right? This guy is working really hard and diligently to get things done, to get this, whatever he's hammering up here, is, you know, really demonstrating his skill and craftsmanship, his ability to get things done. When we see the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, you're talking no teamwork, you know, sloppy craftsmanship. You know, upright, he knows his stuff. He knows how to get it done, and he's doing it. But in the reverse, it's just the opposite. So this could very well present a challenge for Scorpio in the month of February, feeling like you don't have the support that you need to get a job done, and that may very well be impacting the way you're doing the job, right? So if there's shoddy craftsmanship going on, it could very well be that you don't have the team support or the team collaboration, people around you on your team that are willing and able to assist you with doing a good job, right? So in the upright, it's doing a good job. In the reverse, not so much. You know, there's again a lack of teamwork here, feeding into your inability to get the job done effectively, or your ability to get the job done effectively. All right, so again, sorry about that, calling that the Five of Pentacles in the reverse when it was the Three. So let's move on now to your advice card, where we have the Four of Wands coming up in the reverse position. And this is the advice or the final outcome card. In the upright, the Four of Wands is about having a strong foundation. You know, it's about family and friends, and really feeling that things are really working together for you. So when we see this Four of Wands coming up in the reverse here, we're really talking about surprises, arguments even, moving out or not, because like I said, in the upright it's having a solid foundation. In the reverse, there's not so much of the feeling that your foundation is solid and sure. So as an outcome card, Spirit would like you to know that you're never alone in the process of learning, in the process of growing and expanding out. So to feel that you are connected and capable of doing what needs to be done, and then also being mindful of the potential there is for disagreements or escalations, arguments there. And to again, I'm drawn back to your position, your current position, as well as your overall energy card here. A great level of mastery is indicated with this King of Cups in terms of your emotions, as well as you have the High Priestess coming in to remind you that you do have the internal fortitude to tap within, to go within and get your answers. So here, when we see the potential for arguments and disagreements here, we know that those are, number one, just potentials for things to get that way. And if they do get that way, go back to your ability to master your emotions and rely on your internal GPS to continuously move you in the direction of peace and joy. All right, so that's what Spirit wants you to be aware of there, Scorpio. So let's go ahead now and move on to your final guidance card. Calling on my guides, angels, teachers, helpers, all that loves and surrounds the sign of Scorpio. Asking for one additional guidance card to close out the reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February. Giving thanks in advance. One jumped there but didn't come out. For perfect clarity, perfect wisdom, and perfect vision. Looking for one additional guidance card. There we go. That one wants to come out. Again, I always like to stop and show when the card turns that way and positions itself opposite of the deck. It's whether it hits the table or not, it's really saying, let's go. It's time for me to be seen here. So you do have Saint Sanat Kumara coming up with the light activation, reminding you to shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Is that perfect or what? Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear, reminding you once again, Spirit is confirming for you that the intuitive hits that you're receiving about your situation, about other people, even about yourself, follow that intuition. That guidance will never lead you wrong. And here Sanat Kumara is saying that it's coming through loud and clear. So you're getting very clear indications as to what it is, what steps you need to take next. So follow that internal direction, and again, it will never lead you wrong. What a great way to end the reading for Scorpio for the month of February. All right. So that does conclude your reading for the month of February. I do wish you a very lucrative, prosperous, and intuitive February, and I look forward to seeing you back here in March. Namaste.